Hello everyone, welcome back to another vlog. I know that it's been a long time. It's been like 2 months since I uploaded a vlog. I did record some footage in the past couple of months, but never enough to be one cohesive vlog. So anyway, I'm here now. I hope you missed me. If not, don't tell me about it. So I just wanted to come on and give a little bit of an intro because we did go to New York this month. At the very beginning of the month, we went from the 1st through the 6th, I think, and I did vlog a bit while I was there, but I didn't do any vlogging while I was actually talking to the camera. So was it vlogging? I don't really know. I took a lot of little clips of things, some clips of my friends, some clips of me that Shane took, and then just like little bits and pieces of places that we were, things that I saw that I wanted to capture a few seconds of. So we actually went to meet up with some internet friends. I met a lot of friends from Twitch that I've been talking to for like 4 years. Only a couple of them I've actually met in person before. So we went to meet with people and I just didn't really want to have my phone out the entire time, and especially didn't want to be like, you know, vlogging the entire time while I was with them. So I just really enjoyed my time with them and I love them so much. And this trip seriously like healed my soul in a way that was very needed, I think. So I'm probably just gonna put the footage to music. So just sit back, relax, enjoy the sights of New York City, and I'll catch back up with you later and give you maybe a couple of stories, some other things where we can talk about the trip. But all in all, it was a perfect trip. None of this footage may make sense to you because I'm not talking in any of it, but nevertheless, enjoy.
We're live, babe.
Live from New York. It's lip time.
It's my first Sunny Angel. Wait, I'm gonna vlog it. Did you guys tell Jackie about my first? Yeah, we told her about the snake. Your first? About the snake. You just had your first? Yeah. It was that snake. It was disgusting. It's ugly. Yeah. I was like, oh! You were like, wow! That's awesome! I asked her which one she wanted. I literally was like, I'm happy with all of them. Yeah, you were like, I want all of them. I don't think any of them would make me sad. And then I opened it up. Actually, one of them would make me sad.
Hello? Baby's first Sunny.
It has a little tear right there.
Oh, I'm on the wrong side. Anthony. Imagine she gets Robbie. It's a dog! Wait, that is the cute. It's so cute. ASMR. Oh my god, squirrel playing. Okay. Squirrel playing. Okay.
What's it feel like?
Feels hard.
Oh, okay.
Feels promising.
All right. Hard is promising. Oh, it's the, what is it, the French Bulldog? Oh, that's cute. That's oh, he's cute. Oh, look at the bone. Hello. That is so cute. Whoa.
That's so cute.
He's so naughty. Yeah, I really do.
Let's put him back in his home. Yeah.
Jackie,
That's like
don't
the
touch
least
ground
Jackie
here.
Rose thing I've ever seen in my life.
That was great. I wasn't expecting that.
Wait, I need
can't recommend
Oh, I do too, but
Okay, great.
Bloody,
Bloody.
sliced rice, which feels
Yeah.
like me. Pink Junior or bathroom. Really
cannot
all,
go wrong.
really all these
Cannot
feel.
go wrong. I kind of like
I
that.
kind of like bathroom.
Bathroom 2 worst.
bathroom.
Pink the first. This is volume 2.
Oh.
I investigated.
Oh my god.
Almost a hit.
Oh, it's little.
Stop it.
Pink Junior.
Pink Junior look.
Let's go.
Really bad. I want to touch it with my fingers.
You want to touch it?
Can I see what the
Kinda.
texture is?
Yes.
Is it like velvet?
Oh yeah.
It's like, yeah, like
Okay.
velour.
Okay, flocked.
It's heavy too.
Okay, flocked. Oh wow.
Heavy guy. Heavy.
Heavy.
Wait, can I lift
Yeah.
it?
You can lift it.
I love that you're like, can I smell it?
Can I lick it? Can I lick it?
It's like also as you open that, the scent
Queen's
of like
consent.
patchouli
Yeah.
through, and I'm sort of like,
Yeah, that's just, yeah, that's
that's
Pink
it.
Junior.
That's
Like his,
me.
I know.
Okay.
Mama.
This is so proportional. My grand puppy, and this is my girl.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
I hope that you all enjoyed the New York footage. The trip was seriously, I could not say enough good things about the trip. It was so much fun. It was so perfect. It was one of the best trips I've ever had. It was so good to meet everybody that I hadn't already met. And if you have internet friends, please go meet them, okay? If you're anything like me, you're very anxious and nervous to meet new people, even if it's people that you already have been talking to for so long. Like, I've been talking to some of these people for like 4 years online. So we already knew each other, and it was not weird or awkward in the slightest bit to actually meet them in person and hang out. So yeah, if you have internet friends, meet your internet friends, okay? It's the best thing that you can ever do. All right, I could go on and on and on about how great the trip was, so I'm going to stop now. I love my friends. If you're watching this, I love you so much. I can't wait to see you again. We already have plans for our next hangouts, and those of us who live closer to each other are like, we should be getting together more frequently, which we definitely will be doing. So the other thing that I wanted to talk to y'all about, the one like story that I'll give you from the trip, is going to Glossier in Soho because I wanted to smell their new perfumes that were coming out. The perfumes were set to release on October 3rd, and we were in New York from the 1st through the 6th. So we ended up shopping in Soho for a little bit of the day on the 2nd of October. And while we were there, we were like, well, let's just go ahead and go to Glossier. So we're all in Glossier. The girlies are like trying on their makeup and stuff. And I'm already like, I already know what I want here. I just want the perfume. I was nervous to try to ask somebody if I could smell it, but I had read on Reddit that if you go to a Glossier store and ask, then they might give you a sample, or they might at least just like let you smell the bottle. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna be brave. That sounds so stupid, but you know, I don't like talking to people. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be brave. So there are a couple girlies in pink jumpsuits standing near me, and I turned to one of them, and I do not know her name. I wish I would have gotten her name because I absolutely love her, okay? But I turned to her and I was like, do you all have any samples by chance of the new perfumes? And she goes, oh, I wish, but no, they unfortunately all went to the PR girls. And I was like, not the PR girls, like, why am I not a PR girl? Literally, why am I not a PR girl? But anyway, I was like, not the PR girls. And she was like, I know. And I was like, dang, I really wanted to smell them before tomorrow because tomorrow was the day they were coming out. So then we just start chit-chatting for a minute because I'm like, what time do you think would be the best time for me to come back? She was like, yeah, probably right whenever we open, or like right in the middle of the day might be best, and whatever, we were talking about it. And then the other girl who was standing next to her kind of like nudged her, and then they were like whispering for a second. And the girl who I had been talking to was like, wait, are we allowed to do that? And I was just like standing there with Shane, and we were just kind of looking at each other, and she was like, okay, hold on, and turned around and then was talking to the other girl, and then turned back around to me, and she was like, okay, follow me. And I was like, okay. So I just like go follow her, and we go around the corner. If you've been to the Glossier in Soho, then you know, like around the corner, like where the claw machine is, there's kind of like a little counter over there too. That might be where you do like online pickups. I'm not totally sure, but we went back around there, and she like bends down, and she has two full bottles of like full size bottles of the new perfumes, which by the way are called Rêve and Doux. Rêve is the one in the purpley bottle, and then Doux is the one in the white cream colored bottle. She's like, okay, I'm gonna let you smell them. And I was like, oh my God, I love you so much. So she gets these little cards, and she sprays Rêve first, which is the purpley one. And that one is like, oh my God, hold on. I should look them up. Well, I'll look them up. I'll look them up in a minute and we can talk about them. She sprays Rêve first, and I smell it, and I'm like, oh, I was shocked that I liked that one. I really was not expecting to love it as much as I did, but I was like, that's amazing. Okay, my eye just twitched. I'm like, that's amazing. So I take that one and I put it in the pocket of my shirt, and literally, just a heads up, all night I kept pulling it out and sniffing it. Like I was obsessed with it. It smelled so good. So then she sprayed Doux, which is the one in the like white cream colored bottle, and it's much more of like a fresh woody. So Rêve is like sexy, spicy, sweet, juicy, fruity, gourmand, okay, which is not usually my vibe. And then Doux is more of like a fresh, clean, woody, warm, cozy kind of a scent. So I smell Doux, and I was like, okay, interesting. There are a lot of comparisons to Santal 33 with that one, which we'll talk about later. So I had the one in my pocket. I put the one in my purse, like my little bag that I was carrying all week. And I was like, thank you so much. And she was like, yeah, of course. And she was like, also, if you know which one you like, we did stand there and talk about them for a couple of minutes too, which was really fun because I just love talking about perfume with people. Like, I just find it so much fun. It's probably because I love it so much, but we talked about it for a few minutes, so that was really fun. I like felt like I made a new friend. And then I put the things away, and she was like, yeah, also if you decide which one that you want, then just place an online order, and then you can just come by tomorrow and just like pick it up, and you don't have to wait. And I was like, oh, that's a really good idea. So I like thank her again, walk away. I like tell my friends, I'm like, oh girls, oh, I got the inside scoop, okay? I got the star treatment. I don't know why, but love you, girl. If you're watching, you're not, but if you are ever somehow, you're the best. Okay, Glossier You Rêve is described as a lush, dreamy gourmand fragrance that opens with rich buttercream followed by an addictive center of plum butter, toasted almond, iris, and creamy white sandalwood. Warm, musky base driven by ambrox, which I think like Glossier You has ambrox, ambroxan, whatever, but it's very, very, very sweet, sexy, spicy, juicy, okay? And then, let me see Doux. Doux is described as a soft and serene woody fragrance that opens with sweet violet, followed by a precious blend of woody Palo Santo, frankincense, and smoky myrrh, heightened by a warm musky base driven by ambrox. So yeah, very different vibes. That one is more like fresh, cozy, clean, woody. Okay, so all night long, I'm smelling a little card that had Rêve, and I'm like, Rêve is the one for me, the gourmand, the sweet, sexy one, which I am not a gourmand girl, okay? I am a very, very fresh, clean, musky kind of girl. Like, that's what I always go towards. So I was shocked that I loved Rêve. But then everything that was in my bag with the little card that had Doux sprayed on it smelled so fresh, so clean. My friend Brie like took a picture of me or something with my little disposable camera, and I handed her my camera, and she put up to her face and goes, why does this smell so good? And I'm like, because it's been in my bag with Doux. So wasn't crazy about Doux, was crazy about Rêve. I try to do an online order, it's not working. Shane and I are just like, whatever, we'll just go back tomorrow. So we go back the next day, I go in, I get Rêve, I wait for my order, and after I order from the little girl in the jumpsuit, like the worker, not the little girl, the worker in the jumpsuit, she gives me a coin for the claw machine. And she's like, oh, since you spent $50 or more, you get a coin for the claw machine. So just go around the corner and it's back there. And it was back where I had been with the other girl the day before. So I go over there, and who is standing by the claw machine working it? My friend from the day before, okay? And she's like, oh, you're back. Like, she recognized me, and I'm like, yeah. And so we were chatting for a second. So the girls in front of me tried to do the claw machine. They didn't get it. They walked away. You only get one coin, right? For spending $50 or more, I think is what it was. So I'm looking in the claw machine, and it's got all these like clear bubbles with items in them. And I saw socks, and I am a huge sock lover. So I was like, I need the socks. And I also have a different pair of Glossier socks that I really, really love. So I'm just like, I need the socks. So I put my coin in, I go for the socks, it like picks it up as it usually does and then kind of drops it. And I'm like, damn. So then my friend, okay, star treatment number 2, she's like, hold on. She comes over to me, gives me like a small handful, literally like turns to the side, like gives me like a little small handful of coins. And it's like, just go, just keep going. And I'm like, you are my best friend. So the second time I get the socks, I take it back to her, and like she helps me open the bubble because I can't open it, and I give her all the extra coins back, and I'm just like, thank you so much for everything. Like, it was not that huge of a deal, but it just made me feel special, and like she was just so sweet. So I love that girl, man. I love her. So that was really, really fun. And I bought Rêve. I bought Rêve. That was the one that I got to wear for the rest of the trip because I really wanted to get a new perfume while I was there to be like my New York perfume, just to remind me of the trip. And so I wore it for the rest of the trip. It smelled amazing. And then here's where there's even more story to be told, okay? Here's where my true thoughts come in. Once I get back home, I think I wear Rêve for like a couple more days, but I also got more perfume while I was there too. So I was like trying to decide what to wear, but I wore Rêve and I'm like, I like it, but it doesn't 100% feel like me. You know what I mean? So then I hang out with my mom, and I brought it with me so she could smell it. She was like obsessed with it whenever she smelled it. And she was literally leaving to go to the beach like the next day after I saw her. So I was like, why don't you just take it with you and it can be your beach perfume, not your birch perfume, your beach perfume. And she was like, are you serious? And I was like, yeah, of course. So she takes it with her to be her beach perfume. Obsessed in love. She cannot get enough. She's freaking out. Like, she loves it so much. And I'm like, damn, girl. She like did not want to give it back to me whenever I saw her. So she did give it back. And I wore it the next day just to see what I thought. And for some reason, it just does not last on me. Like, it lasted on paper so well. It lasted forever. It smelled super, super like spicy and sexy. To me, it was kind of giving me, if you know, like Fenty by Rihanna perfume, Rêve to me feels like Fenty's cousin. You know what I mean? Like, they're not sisters, but in the same way that Fenty is very, very like spicy and sweet and just like overwhelmingly like there's just something about it. I feel like Rêve is very much the same way. Like, all of the advertisements that you see for Rêve on their website and everything, it's like these like sexy, dark, like clubbing kind of pictures. That very much fits the vibe of the fragrance for me. But on my skin, it immediately comes off very, very sweet, like overwhelmingly sweet. And I just don't like sweet fragrances that much. So it opens like very, very sweet on me. I don't get a ton of the spice until like 15 minutes later or so, but then it just like disappears on me. Like, it does not last. It lasts a lot better on clothes, but still I really like something with more longevity that I can smell hours later, preferably. So I was just like, you know what? I don't know. I'm just gonna give this to my mom. So I gave Rev to my mom, made her day. It made her so freaking happy. Now, I will say, at some point in time, maybe even after, it may have even been while I was still in New York, I decided to order Doux, the white creamy colored one, the like woody fragrance, because I was like, I would like to at least try it, because while I was at Glossier, I never sprayed them on my skin. So that one also had come in and I tried it out. Y'all, okay, here she is. All right, spoiler alert, here she is. Here she is. I should have done my nails for this. Y'all, I have an addiction to this. This is so effing good. I never expected that I would love this as much as I do. This to me, in the bottle, you can't get everything while you're smelling it in the bottle. I will say for both of these and for any perfume really, try it on your skin. Okay, here's why it's important, because Rev on paper, I loved it. I couldn't get enough. On my skin, I didn't like the way that it smelled on me and it didn't last. This one, I smell in the bottle and I'm like, that's delicious. But what makes me love this one is that I know how it smells on my skin. So whenever this one comes in, I spray it on, I immediately smell and I'm flabbergasted. This to me, it immediately, on me personally, comes off with this like clean, cozy, warm kind of a vibe. Like, it doesn't smell like, but it gives you the vibe of being like wrapped up, all comfy cozy in like a freshly washed white fresh duvet that's like fluffy and puffy and warm. And it's not that it smells like laundry, but something about it on my skin has like a clean, cozy laundry type of a vibe. I don't know how else to explain it other than that, but then it does get a little bit woody, but it's so clean, it's so fresh. It's not clean in a soapy way. I very much love a soapy fragrance, like Replica Bubble Bath by Maison Margiela. That is one of my all-time favorites. I only have like this much left in the bottle. I've used the shit out of that scent, but that one smells like straight up soap. Like, it's very sharp, it's very intense, it's very soapy. This is clean without being soapy. This is clean in a fresh, it's just fresh. I don't know how else to explain it, but it has the warmth of the like woodsiness underneath that is just, I cannot get enough. I cannot get enough. And this one lasts on me way, way longer than Rev. I will say, I do wish that the performance was a little bit better. I think that since they reformulated Glossier You a few years ago, the performance of it just like does not last nearly as well. And so I'm assuming it's kind of the same vibe with these. But this one definitely lasts quite a bit longer than Rev did on me. But of course, put it in your hair, put it on your clothes. That's the easiest way to make it last a little bit longer. I will say, I don't think if you order a full size, I don't think that they send you a sample of it, which kind of sucks. I feel like everyone should do that. They should just give you a little sample so you can try it before you buy. I know that Sniff does that. I know that Diptyque does that. So Glossier, y'all should do that if you're listening. But if you have a Sephora near you, I know that they have these at Sephora, so you can go try it on. Same thing, of course, if you have a Glossier store near you, then you can try it on. Or if you have a friend who has it, ask them if they can bring it so you can try it. But try it on your skin before you commit to one is my biggest piece of advice. Scent is so personal. I mean, it's all a matter of opinion, so take everything that I'm saying with a grain of salt. Grain of salt? Is it grain of salt or grain of sand? I said it once in the past and it was completely wrong and everyone laughed at me, and I still can't remember what it is. So let's take it with a grain of rice because I love rice. Okay, anyway. So that's my story time that I wanted to give you from New York. I just wanted to let you know that I got VIP treatment at Glossier, and if you got treated that way at Glossier, don't tell me because I like to think that I'm special, okay? The one thing that I really wanted to do while I was in New York was go to a department store that had different fragrance counters than I have available to me where I live, and I did do that. I did get more perfume, so if you're interested in that, let me know. We can talk about it in a later vlog, but I wanted to keep this one mainly about New York and my thoughts on the new Glossier scents because I have lots of thoughts. Clearly, I've been recording this for like 30 minutes. What have I been saying? I need to stop. Thank y'all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the clips. Sorry again that I didn't do any talking while I was in New York, but I'm sure you understand I was just trying to enjoy my time with my friends, and I definitely did. So thank y'all for watching, and I will see you in my next video.